Hello everyone, Josh out here at Encore, the Mustang Parts Warehouse, and as the sun sets on this beautiful summer day, we're going to go over a customer's bumper here. And since I've got a big variety here of some other four-eyed front clips, I'm going to gently and quickly kind of run through some of my options for my customers. And for those of you who are new or just looking for a little entertainment and education, we'll go very quickly over what some of the differences are in the 79 to 82, 83, 84, and then 85, 86 front clips. Cameron, hold on. We'll get to your bumper, saving the best for last. So in 79 to 82, you would find a flat hood. I know we're talking about bumpers, but you'll see this more flat hood design on the early Foxes. That just tells you from afar either what year the car is, or can even almost identify what bumper would have to be on the car for the proper era look and fit. The early bumpers had about an inch depth of a molding and almost always would have a pinstripe that would match, in most cases, the scheme of the car. You might have white stripes on a black car, in this case red stripes on a red car. And we're going to look at a bumper that's on its way out in the mail. So for those of you who do want to buy these parts, larger items are no problem. Here we go. Blue stripes on a blue car. This bumper is already sold, complete with the headlight support, severely undamaged. That is really just a grade A prime rib 79 to 82 Mustang front bumper. A lot of times people will call this the milk crate looking grill because it kind of has that look to it. And again, this is pallet number 2, same order, same customer, 79 door and a bumper impact. But that's how they'll be shipped. Strapped, banded, protected, a little bit of extra edging. So don't worry if you are looking to buy big body parts. I have all the means and practice at shipping them. Let's get past 79 to 82. Body painted molding colors, flat across the hood. We're gonna move down to the 8.3 and 8.4. Now, it's not a milk crate grill. We'll call that more of a louvered grill or a vented grill. The hood style changes as well. I'm going to go back to that 79 real quick. We'll see if there's a lip here like that. I doubt that there was. I think it's more straight across in the front. So just for a quick comparison, sure is straight across the front. So can you use a newer hood on an older bumper? You're probably not going to be able to do that. It's going to interfere. And if you were to use, say, so a hood like that on a bumper like this will probably interfere. And a hood like this on a bumper like that, you're going to have a huge gap down here where you would expect the 83 to 86 hood to have covered. Back to the 83, 84. So we're no longer a milk crate. We're kind of more this vented grill in the front, so totally different. We got the lip on the front of the hood. So a lot of folks want to know, can I use this bumper or this hood on this car with those fenders? This is just a quick run through. Hopefully you'll learn something from this, that you can do some, you might have a gap, you can't do others because you'll have an overlap. And two other things I wanted to point out. The headlight bezels on the 79 to 82 are all a one piece. It's got a screw here, a couple at the top or sides, I believe. Yeah, and it's a one piece grill, kind of a headlight trim insert. But since we're here at this angle, this is the other thing I wanted to point out. When you look at this bumper line with the body line with the cowl panel, we're coming straight down the hood, straight down the entire car, you might say. This is an 85, 86 car. We've got more of a V shape here, a V-shaped hood. This line jerks off to the left here and right on the other side, and that does actually change the cowl shape as well. So a lot of you might know that I do sell cowl panels, and I have a year break, if that's what we're going to call it, because some of them have body lines that are perfectly straight for 79 to 82, and some of the newer Capris up to 86 are also going to have a very similar straight body line, different cowl pieces, a 2-piece plastic instead of a single. So if you're learning stuff today, you're learning V-shape, interchangeability, differences between the years, even though they're all Foxbody and they all will bolt on, and the dimensions are more or less the same. Some of the interchangeability, hopefully I'm saving you from stress and strain, learning what may or may not fit just in this short little video. So 83 to 86 now. We just learned about this little drop off here to make room for the hood to come down. We've got the more vented front grille. We have the headlight trim is more or less molded into part of the bumper. And most everybody calls these headlight separators or eyebrows. Is actually a removable, kind of a just decorative, I'm hoping, maybe more of a trim piece. It may even have some pillar effect here so that there's like not a warpage with temperature changes and all the things that might happen to a urethane bumper. So I think that's probably necessary. Otherwise, it would look kind of wavy over time, even just gravity pulling them, that way. So 83, 86, we still have, in most cases, like a body trim, kind of an offsetting color, pin stripe all the way around the car. We got a black car here, white stripes all the way around. I'm gonna go back over by the 80 bumper here. Something I'm learning, I'm always learning, is that Ford changed these headlight supports often. And it also does change the mounting in your core support. So there are a lot of folks that take the earlier bumpers, the later bumpers. They'll put a new arrow nose on a four-eyed car and vice versa. It's really important to do your homework ahead of time. If you would need to reach out to me at the bottom of this video or like on Facebook Messenger or something, I'd be happy to answer some more of these questions for you. Core support is designed to meet either a 2-stud headlight support or there's a 1-stud headlight support. And I had a customer here recently. We're looking for his 84 and a half actually GT bumper with ground effects. Fog lights. Very rare bumper. But we were looking at every headlight support that I had, finding that this would have been a 1-stud style for an early, actually this is you can see the little purple paint that's off the bumper for Cameron. But we started to notice some years were a 2-stud, some years were a 1-stud. It seemed almost like at the break of that 84 and a half GT350 bumper, that rare bumper, it seems like Ford maybe got a little wiser and said, we don't need to make multiple fasteners here. We don't need to have a core support ready to receive a 2-stud bracket. It's more fasteners, it's more metal. That's what I want to show you there. So that's a 82 Mustang, 2-stud. The core support is specifically set up to receive that bracket. So if you're changing your core support, it's important to know that ahead of time. Let's see, can we get this one open? So 85, 86, still a 4-eyed car, still a Foxbody, all those good things. All right, that one's missing a fastener. But it does look totally different than the 82 that we just looked at. The 82 had a wide stamped steel, multiple fasteners there. This one should be a little more assembled. This isn't 86. So again, this is just to show you that the headlight support's changed. And as far as I've ever known the entire time I've owned this place, there is not an aftermarket header panel headlight support for any of these 4-eyed cars. So I'm very happy to help you get what you need if that's what you're looking for. But I've also still learning on the fly that there are differences in the headlight supports, even half-year changes, and the core support is different. Tab wise and such for the different headlight panels. Where are we at? We did 79 to 82. We did the hood, we did the body lines, we did the cowl, we've done the moldings, we've done the hood, the grille, the headlight separators. 83 does not have fog lights. Only the 84 and a half GT350 or 84 and a half GT would have that style grille, the painted moldings, and fog lights. 1964 and a half, first year of the Mustang. Ford did a lot of that stuff, a lot of half-year stuff. You may, if you're familiar with the running pony emblem on the arrow nose dashboards, Some of them say 25 years and some of them don't. That was a 89.5 to 90.5 25-year emblem. All the others don't say 25 years. And there's all kinds of other stuff in the Mustang world that Ford continued to use that as a time stamp, a half a year, that's our anniversary, a half a year. So I think we've got into our 85, 86s now. Cameron's bumper is an original Ford 85 LX. There is a YouTube video on this entire car if you want to check my other videos, and the dismantling of a notchback. A lot of the parts are gone, the shell is gone, but that's actually how I got Cameron's original kind of approval on this bumper. As he said, I saw it in that video, I want it, let's do it. 85, 86, you had your choice. You had the ribbed bumper. That's how you'll be able to tell it's kind of offset towards the bottom third here, whereas in the 79 to 84, that's pretty centered. So if you see a bumper, if you see any moldings and you see it centered like that, this kind of recess, you'd think 79 to 84, it's that nice equidistantly spaced molding. 85, 86, kind of that third lower there, offset, grooved. Body moldings, bumpers, everything down the car would match the whole way. And pretty much your only options for any 85 or 86 Mustang was either with or without fog lights. So anyone looking for 79 to 82 Mustang bumpers, they're here. 83, 84 Mustang bumpers, they're here, both with and without fog lights. I do have two, at least right now, of the GT350 noses. And when it comes to the LXs, I have aftermarket, I have original, and GT, I believe I only have some originals left. Now, Cameron, the man of the hour. As you know, as I know, the headlight support was just taken out of this, so the shape is really good. I've only got it just resting here in a very brief preview of it myself in an earlier video. I was actually recording live for a different purpose on Facebook and held this up and said I always check these bumpers, especially one like this that's been repainted. And at the time I was so certain that this thing was flaw free and rub through free. I said, if you hold it up to the sunlight, the bumper basically talks to you. If there were any holes in it, any reworkings in it, any thin parts in it, it would show through. You would see a brighter section where it was thinned out, maybe even a darker section if there were Bondo or something like on the other side. And I've looked it over now 360 degrees before hitting record here. I've not found any new damage that wasn't found in my Facebook little video. So Cameron, as we know, that's it. Nothing missing. I just maybe kissed a parking block or something like that. No one's attempted to repair that. We're going to look at it from the front side here. And Cameron, I know you've already pretty much told me, get that thing out the door, I need it. But just in case, you know, this is for everyone's peace of mind. Just want to make sure you got a great look at it. I'm basically going to take two cardboard boxes, large ones, slide one from that side, slide one from this side, and you know, put it into the UPS calculator. So I see paint drips and stuff. You know, we know this car was repainted, obviously, but it's pretty much it right there. Probably just a parking block or a rabbit or something. sorry to those animal lovers. I'm one as well, of course, but just trying to be you know, practical as to how did that happen. Obviously not a car accident or anything like that, but really in good shape. I always check anywhere that it could have anywhere it could have stress cracked, which is going to be any shrinkage, any pushes backed into, tapped the mailbox. It's always going to be in these sharpest of corners. Now, I did my thorough fine-tooth investigation, and there's still stuff I'm going to miss. You know, it's the first time I've seen this little knockaroo here. But the only thing I noticed earlier today was the ever so smallest, nobody would even notice it. It was just the smallest, half of the size of a piece of a rice. I'll find it before I finish recording here. But it was in one of, I think it was in one of the side, it was either this marker or this marker, and that was the only thing I saw. I removed all this. I don't know if I was the first person to ever do it, but very carefully, no damaged tabs, nothing ripped. You know, I definitely would say I took original rivets out of it. We could probably tell better if there was, you know, if it was purple around it and a black bumper or blue, whatever the original car color was underneath it. Well, here, we'll just go the full edge here. Not broken, not ripped, not broken, not ripped. I would say that one is good. We'll do it down here. I see the smallest little thing right there. Who knows how that got there? Tiny little small thing. It doesn't matter. Cameron, I know, and everyone else who's watching, I appreciate you sticking around for this fine-tooth comb. A little bit of overkill here, but I don't want there to be any questions or concerns of what I am shipping out. And then if there is anything, you know, that shows up after the fact, we would know if it was a shipping error or something like that. That might be what I was talking about. Let me try to zoom in here. I think that's it. I said like a half a piece of rice, just a little guy. It's not even a tear or a rip. I always check these where the stress would relieve itself. It's not going to do it in this flexible area. It's going to do it in one of these non-flexible areas. So I think that might be my half a piece of rice. For those who are here for the education that this video promised, and I made it almost all the way through, I forgot to mention how the 85-86 bumper has this wide open, nice snorkel here for pulling in air. So that's another identifier of, is that an 83 nose? Is it an 86 nose? Cameron already knows this. I'm going to tell everybody else when I find it. Obviously, it doesn't say any aftermarket branding or anything. There's the Ford part number. So a lot of you who are watching this video probably already know. Nothing beats original, and there's not much available aftermarket. So Cameron, I'm very happy to have this bumper coming your way. It's original. It's in great condition. We're going to check all the mounting tabs one more time on the perimeter, and then we'll wrap this up. I really don't see anything else of concern. Strong mounting tab here. Not pulled out. Strong mounting tab here. And I think I said something earlier to Cameron about this bumper just being so darn nice. And some of these casting flash leftovers, this could have been, I can't promise it, so I'm not gonna even promise or get close to it. This could have been a service bumper, a replacement bumper from the dealership. You really don't see a lot of this kind of flashing stuff on an original used. Don't know why. Maybe it didn't get prepped. You know, one off of a car would be prepped at a dealership, or prepped going down the assembly line. These never went down an assembly line. If they were that aftermarket, sorry, not aftermarket, but the Ford replacement or the service bumper. If you wrecked your 86 Mustang in 89, you'd go to the dealership, or your body shop would, and they'd get a bumper with this kind of flashing stuff on it. And it would normally say like a, you know, Ford. Thered be a, instead of a VIN tag, there'd usually be some kind of a Ford identifier. But that's mostly in the aero nose stuff I see that. Really can't say. Really can't say if this is an original used or a replacement service, like dealer provided part. I think I see, maybe that's just part of the paint. A lot of paint and primer here, or sorry, clear coat. Just looking real close. So if you guys are interested in any parts, doesn't matter if it's a bumper, a tail light, a seat, a steering column, this is what I do almost every time. I mean, if it's a cosmetic item, especially, I want to go through, make sure I look at it as if I were buying it, because a lot of what I do is getting shipped out. Looks like just the edge of paint there. So Cameron, I think we're good. Just want you to tell me one more time before I slide it in the boxes. But never torn, never torn, never torn, never torn. No repairs. This one little thing here in the bottom corner, the stalks here are great. It's really a nice bumper. The shape is good. Getting that old paint off is going to suck. or maybe not. Maybe it'll be easier. It's already kind of taking itself off for us. But it's a stout bumper. It's in good shape. It's in good condition. Those are two different things. Shape is shape, condition is condition. And I do have many more. So if you're interested in any of the bumpers, it's probably not going to be these that are still mounted to cars. I have dozens and dozens that are already off. And I'm starting to list them like this one here, the blue one. It was purchased on eBay. Or actually, you can find things where I have them posted, and you're welcome to contact me and see if there's any reason we could negotiate it a little more into your favor. So check my website. That's going to be more for your hard fasteners and brackets and cables and things that cosmetics don't matter so much. When it comes to cosmetics, rust, dings, dents, interior parts, I like to do a lot of pictures, and I'm even starting to upload videos to all my eBay listings. So how about that? Nobody else is doing that yet. I hope to be a leader in the industry, giving you the absolute best look that the internet will allow me to provide. Pictures, video, I can talk in there, and that does a lot more, I think, for myself and my customers to know what they're buying than a few still photographs and an AI written description. So appreciate everyone's time. Cameron, your business. Just give me a thumbs up, a comment below. Hit me on Facebook where you found me originally. Let me know we are on the next train smoking out of here. This is Josh at Encore Mustang Parts, signing off before the sun goes down. Thank you all for your time, attention. Subscribe if you like this content and all the other things that they want you to do. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.